how you doing? Welcome back to my channel. Now you just see my video for the first time, please check out my page to see more of my other videos, and please subscribe to see more of my tutorials, my tips and tricks and my how-tos, and also to my regulars. Thank you. Now today I'll be doing a tutorial on makeup brushes and its uses. Makeup brushes are very essential to makeup application. In fact, I love brushes. Like this, they are one of my my favorite makeup items. It's really advisable to get quality brushes, because what it basically does is that it makes your makeup come out really nice. It gives it that really nice outcome, and also it makes the whole makeup application process very easy for you, so you don't have to stress yourself unnecessarily while applying makeup. So I'm going to talk about different brushes today, and how and what it is used for. So today I'll be starting with foundation brush. Now for foundation brush, I have here. Now these are foundation brushes. Now they are all foundation brushes, but they do different things. Now this is a tapered foundation brush. Like, see, look at the shape. This one is basically for where you put on your foundation on the face, and you just apply. It's good, you can use it to apply your foundation, but you can't really get that very flawless or application without the foundation buffing brushes. Now this one is angled. This is an angled one, for reaching those corners of the face. This is an angled foundation brush. It's an angled buffing foundation brush. Look at it now. See, it's angled, so it can get to those corners of your face. Now this is look at this. This is also a buffing brush. Now this one is round, and this is flat at the top. So this one is basically for buffing in your old foundation, so just to have that very smooth application, that very flawless outcome. So this is what basically does. So these are all foundation brushes. Now let's get to powder brushes. These are powder brushes, as I have one here. Okay, now this is another one here. Now you know what you need this for. Now this is very small. This is small powder brush. Now this goes to those when you're trying to do a very detailed look, and you just want to get to those small parts of your face, the small parts. This is a powder brush. Look at it, small. That is how you'll be able to identify it. Now if you go to a makeup store and you try to get your brushes, please just take note of the bristles. Look at how it is shaped. Look at the size. Look at how it is packed. This tiny little container. Just look at how it is packed, and you'll be able to identify, oh, this is what a small powder brush looks like. Now this is also a small powder brush. You have to buy them just to make it easy for you when applying your whole makeup. Now this is a small, and it's also a small powder brush. Now you see that this is small, and they're both small, but one is smaller, but they serve different purposes, because they get to some areas that the other one can get to. So that's what it does. Now this is the normal powder brush that goes around the face, just to applying powder and all. So this is it. Also, this is a full powder brush. Look at it. Look at the bristles. They are fully packed, very big. Now this one is good for your setting powder. Now you want to apply that setting powder, and you just want to put it up on the entire face. Now you don't use a small brush. You can use it, but it's not advisable. Now this is best to use. What this one does is you put it into the setting powder, and you just apply all over the face, and it just goes flawlessly, easily. So you need something as full as this. And also what it does again is that after putting your setting powder under the eyes, and you want your makeup to bake probably for some minutes, and you just want to remove the excess, this brush is really very good. This full powder brush it's the biggest size. So look at it. This is a powder brushes. Now this are concealer brushes. Now this is a concealer brush. Now this is a small concealer brush. You know, this is good for covering those spots, those blemishes on your face, whereby you don't want people to be able to see. You know, you want to conceal those spots. So this is a small concealer brush to cover those small, you know, pimples, acne, or whatever you want to conceal on your face. Small one. Then you have the bigger one here. This is also a concealer brush. Now look at the shape. You see they have something in common. They have something in common in the sense that they all have this. Look at the shape. It's round at the top, and you know, it's level. So see, they're similar, and that's how you're able to identify your concealer brush. Look at it. Okay. Now, you know what your concealer brush does to apply concealer. You know, those needed areas of the face, and also these buffing brushes, like to buff in your concealer, those small part, like they're detailed buffing brush for your concealer or the contour, those small parts of your face, you know, those parts that, you know, a bigger one can't get to, that small one, like under the eyes, you know, the edges of the mouth and other parts of the face that you need to pay attention to. So you go with this. Now look at it. They are full, they are tightly packed, they are not loose, so it makes it easy for blending. They are buffing and they blend. They help blend your concealer. The next brushes are the brow brushes. Now this is a spoolie. This is basically a spoolie. Now look at it. I'm sure you all are familiar with a spoolie. Now this is to brush in the brows, and you know, when you want to groom your brows, like you want to trim off the excess part, you know, it's easy for trimming. It helps you comb it up, and you know, you all are familiar with spoolie already. Now this one is a flat brow brush. Now you can also use an angled brush like this. Some people use a flat brow brush or an angled brush. Now whichever is your preference, but I use a flat brow brush. Now look at it. They're tightly packed, flat, and you know, at the top and at the sides. So it makes it easy for you to just highlight your brows with this. Then also you can use an angled brush to also highlight. Now look at it. It's angled in shape. That is why it is called angled. It's really good for, you know, filling in your brows, and you know. So, but I use this to fill in the brows. This is also an angled brow brush. Now this is good for when you're making use of probably an eyebrow powder or an eyebrow gel to fill in your brows. Now this, you just, you know, put it in and just start filling in lightly, you know, and you know, it just makes it easy. Now I guess you're all familiar with these brushes, so I use this to highlight my brow. This is a spoolie, and this is for filling in to the brow. So after that, now you all have a lot of fan brushes. This is a fan brush. Now look at it. Looks like a fan, you know, a fan you used to blow you know, to fan yourself. So now what this does is good for highlighting, or you know, just for highlighting, like, you know, just on the cheek or any other part of the face, to highlight with your highlighter. You know, it's really good. So, and some use it for powder, but I prefer to use it as an highlighting brush. Look at the shape. Now this is, I'm still coming to eyeshadow brushes. Now this is a blush brush. It's for the cheeks. You know, really good for applying blush on the apples of the cheeks like this. You know, round application. Now looking at it, see, it's round in shape, so, and it's full, you know, and it's really good for applying the blush. So this is it. Now these two are for blending your entire makeup application. Now this one is good for blending your, let's see, look at the bristles. they are full, and after the whole foundation powder, you're done with the whole makeup application, and you just want to blend the whole makeup and make it look very flawless. This is what you use. Look at it. So you just use it to blend, and they're tightly packed, also not so packed, but they're tightly packed a little, and so it just makes it easy for you to blend the entire makeup and make it look nice. Now this one is a fuller one, and it is angled. This is angled, and it goes to all those corners of the face. It's slanted, so it's easy for you to blend out your contour, your highlighter together, your contour and highlighter together, your blush. Just have that very flawless application. Look at it, a lip brush. This is the shape of a lip brush. Now this just makes it easy for you to to apply your lipstick. It's flat, it's soft, the bristles are very soft, so it makes it easy for you to just go on and apply that lipstick, that lip gloss you desire. And this is a shorter lip brush, for those those matte lipsticks that are a bit quite let's say not so soft on the lips. So you need that very precise. You need that very precise application. You go with something like this. This is a bit. This bristles are a lot a bit harder than this. This is very soft. This goes with your gloss, your lipsticks, your soft lipsticks. While this goes with the matte lipsticks. So it's easy for you to blend with your liner and stuff. So these two are basically needed. Very important that you have them. You need to get, if you don't have them already, you need to get new ones. Then also we have the eyeliner brushes. Eyeliner brushes are very, very important. They used to apply your eyeliner. Just to make your eyeliner come out very, very accurate, very, very, straight, or whatever kind of effect or kind of definition you're trying to give to the eyes with your liner. This basically does the job. Now look at it. This is an angled liner brush. It's an angled liner brush. It's an angled liner brush. This one is good for lining, which the angles make it easy for you to get that precise application on the eyes. Now this is what this is a liner brush, an angled liner brush. Then two, this is a small detailed liner brush. You try to do those artistic part on the face, you're trying to line with it to try to create a design or whatever it is you're trying to do on the face. It's a detailed liner brush. Now this is good for filling in those sparse areas, like for like lining your eyes, after the old eyeliner application, and you just want to tight line in between the lashes here to fill in those parts. This goes in and makes it easy. You don't use this. You can use this a little, but this is preferable. Also, one of my favorite parts of brushes, the eyeshadow brushes. That's why I had to save it for the last part. Now you need to get good shadow brushes. Like this makes your whole eyeshadow application very easy, and just makes it come out really, really nice. So now this, I included this. So let's start with this. Now this is a blending brush, an eyeshadow blending brush. This is used to, let's say, okay, you've applied different, colors of eyeshadow on your eyes, and you just want to blend them together to make it look very, very flawless and seamless. So you use something like this, you blend it together to have that very smooth and flawless application. Now this is an angled crease brush. Look at it. This is an angled crease brush. Now this is angled in shape, and it makes it easy for you to apply your makeup here because it's angled. The angles makes it easy for you to just put on your makeup. Probably putting an eyeshadow here, and it just goes here on the eyes. Very easy. Now this is an eyeshadow brush also. It's good for applying your eyeshadow. Now look at the shape. Take note of the shape. Look at how the bristles are packed. Look at the size. Look at the top. Get how the shape. This is an eyeshadow brush. Then this is an eyeshadow blending brush. This is good for blending your eyeshadow. And also this one doubles also, for blending. You know, probably you just want to put on your highlighter on the nose, and you know, just goes to that part too. It's also good for that part too. So now this is what they call a smudger brush. This is when you smudge, like when you have, okay, let's say you've applied your eyeliner. Now you want to put probably a black on top of your eyeliner to smudge your eyeliner to make it look very, you know, like as if is, you know, is well blended. So this is a smudger brush. You smudge, it smudges your makeup and makes it look very professional and very nice. So this is a smudger brush. Now this is a small crease brush. This goes on the crease, of the eyes here. This is what they call crease. This part of the eyes. This part. This part of the eyes. This is what they call crease. This part. So look at it. It's a small crease brush. Now this is also a crease brush, but this goes a little above the crease. You know, for the kind of shadow you want to apply on the crease. Look at it. So it goes on that part where you are probably you've used the crease brush here. Now you go to the top, you just, you know, apply. You know, because it's loose, a bit loose, so it spreads the eyeshadow, and you know, it just makes it goes on top, and it just spreads it a little, and you just have that whatever kind of eyeshadow combination or look you're trying to create. You know, it just helps you, you know, get that good application. Now this is also okay. I just talked about this. Now this is a detailed brush. Now this is an eyeshadow detail brush. Now this one is very detailed. It says that look at it, it's very, very small. So it goes to it gives that very nice details. Probably you want to put something, let's say you want to go here, probably want to put glitter. Now you're very familiar with those halo highs that do, you know, halo highs. Now you know you've gone to that palette, but you've applied. Now you're trying to put a glitter here after highlighting with your primer. Now you want to put on the glitter to make the eye pop. You know those very tiny details you make on that eyes. Yeah, this is what the brush does. Or probably here at the lower eyelid, where you know you just want to line, you know, the eyes probably with a color, with an eyeshadow color, just to make the eye pop. You know, this is very tiny, and it just goes to that very small part, and it just does the detailing. So this is a detailed eyeshadow brush. Then also this is an eyeshadow blending brush. Now this is slanted. This is slanted in shape. It's good for blending. Also, you can use it to also apply your eyeshadow, and you know, just have that for this application. Now it's angled, so it can just make little parts of your eyes and just blend easily. And you can also use it to apply your eyeshadow. Now look at the difference between these two. One is small, one is big. These are crease brushes. These are crease brushes. You see, one is small, one is big. You need a big one, you need a small one. It makes it for you to layer on your foundation. You know, when you're trying to transition your makeup, you're layering different colors. You know, it makes it easy for you to layer on your eyeshadow with this crease brush, the smaller one and this bigger one. So that's basically for eyeshadow. Then you need an angled powder brush. This goes to the cheek, you know, this part you want to contour. This is actually a contour brush. Now this goes to the cheek, you just contour, you know, the forehead and all. Then it also helps, you can use the two. It's this one, you can use it for your powder, you can use it for your blush, you can use it for your contour. I mean, your powder contours your powder and all of it. So you can use it for it. It's really good, you know, it goes to the part of the face. You know, it's small, you know, for those detailing. It's really good. And also you need something like this for your contour on the cheekbone. You know, to pay attention to that cheekbone, to get that, you know, sharp cheekbone is really good. And this actually does contour also, and it's also good for powder. You know, probably the corners of contour or powder, the small part angled. It's also good for your blush here, you know, taking it down to your hairline. So it's really good for your contour. Now this is an highlighting brush. This is good for your highlighter when you're trying to highlight your makeup. You take your highlighter, you dip in your highlighter, you dip into your highlighter, and you just, you know, just highlight that part you want to make. You want to make it popping, you know, to put it, and you know, you just get your face popping within seconds. You know, it's really good for highlighting. Like this is an highlighter. Look at it, an highlighting brush for highlighting, used for highlighting the face. Not with powder, I mean your highlighter. So look at it. look at the shape, look at it. This is how you know how it looks like. Take note of that. So that's basically it. I think I talked about everything that is needed, or all those things you need to know about eyeshadow, and powder brushes, and, lipstick, eyeliner, brows. I think about basically everything. So guys, that's basically it. That's all you really need to know about brushes. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, please like my videos, and please share with your friends. Until we meet again next time, I'm your girl LOviva. Bye. Thank you.